everybody. This is Melanie Grammar
And Ahmed Elkilany.
in Happy Life Talk. So, Melanie, would you like to reveal today's topic for the audience?
Yes, definitely. As we were already talking last time, today our topic is respect. We're still within our topic of how to keep a relationship happy, and respect is the second pillar. It's also a very important aspect of keeping a relationship happy. So it's about respect and why we should not lie.
Okay, so lie comes under respect, right?
Well, it is a part of respect, as we're going to see later.
Great. So, how to make your relationship happy, or actually also keep it happy? So, what lies under respect, Melanie?
Well, at first place, when we think about respect, we would think of not insulting each other, not using any kind of violence, not physical or verbal violence. But these are like only the very obvious aspects when we talk about respect. But there is much more to it, actually.
Okay. Of course, this is like the common thing or the things that come in your mind when you say someone is not respecting someone. So your head goes always to insulting or maybe going physical or things like that. But what else could be also not respect?
Exactly. I would like to ask you some questions. Do you agree on that?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Do you think it's respectful when I, for example, look at the mobile of my partner because I want to know if he's maybe cheating on me?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's a big lack of respect because it's something, it's privacy and it also violates trust.
Yes, exactly. And would it be respectful when I ask my partner if he wants to go to the cinema tonight and he says no, and I keep on insisting and I'm trying to convince him, and I would like try everything possible to do with my partner what I want to do that night?
This is definitely out of question, no respect, because there could be a lot of reasons why he doesn't want to go.
Exactly. And like just one last question, for example, when your partner talks about his feelings or about something that he has noticed, and I say, "Oh, that's so ridiculous. How can you think something like that? You're so stupid." Do you think that is respectful?
Definitely not, no.
Well, not even, I don't even have to say you're stupid. I mean, just the fact.
Yeah,
Just the fact that
even referring that what I say is actually something that is not worthy to be said is a lack of respect. This is not respect at all.
Exactly. So respect has a lot of subtle aspects to it. Like when we talk about respecting someone, we actually talk about respecting this person's personal rights, we would call them in psychology. And some of these personal rights are very important. So one of them is, for example, the right to say no. It means like the other person or every each of us has the right to ask a favor or to ask for something, and everyone also has the right to not accept or to say no, I don't want that.
So you mean if someone asks me something and I'm not feeling like doing it now or I don't have the energy to do it now, I have the right to say no.
Exactly. So that's the idea that we have the possibility to say yes or no to a situation that is lying in front of us or that someone is asking us to do.
Okay, I'll tell you a situation and you tell me if this lies also under the right to say no. For example, if I don't like the way someone or my partner dresses or eats, and I go and tell him or tell her, well, I don't like this, I would say no to this. Does this come at the right to say no?
Well, at first place, we could think that this is also kind of a right. But if you think logically about it, then the right to say no is only referring to your own person. Like asking the other person to change something in his behavior or to change some habits is a possibility. It's also our right, because we have the right to ask something. But then it's up to this person if he wants to say yes or no to it. And if we get a no to something, then there comes the respect of this no. So we have to say, okay, this is the decision of our partner. It's not our decision. Now we can think how are we going to react on that, or what we are going to do with that. But we don't have the right to insist or to try to change the other person if this person is not willing to do that.
So what if, for example, my partner tells me, oh, I want to go out with my friends, and I say no?
Well, do you think this would be part of the respectful accepting of no?
Well, you're the professional here.
Well, I would say no.
Well, you have the right to say no.
Well, definitely it's a no. Because in this case, I'm not deciding about what I am going to do or not to do, but I'm trying to decide what my partner is going to do or not to do. And this is not my right. Like there comes another personal right into the situation, which is the right to have our own opinions and take our own decisions. So if our partner decides, I want to go out or I want to meet this person, then we can politely ask or express our opinion and ask our partner not to go because maybe we won't feel comfortable. But in any case, we will have to accept the decision that he or she is going to take.
So, what else would lie under the respect?
Yes. Okay. So there are some more personal rights. So having your own opinion or taking your own decision goes within the right of being your own person. Like to understand yourself as independent or separate from your partner. And not as one thing that has to have the same opinions, think in the same way, do the same things, like the same things. We're two different persons, and we're creating one thing together, but it doesn't have to be homogeneous. It doesn't have to be the same.
Well, Melanie, I think this is the big problem in nowadays. I don't only think it nowadays. I think this has been a very big problem generally, and this should bring us to the orange.
The orange discussion.
Yeah, exactly, that we are two oranges and not one. But I think the societies and, I don't know, the media and the movies and the songs manipulate and put in the head that when two are really in love, they become one. And this is not true, as you say. And I think a lot of people think that once you become a partner with someone, then you become one. They even say, once you become a partner, it's not your decision anymore. It becomes a decision for everyone else. And I think this is a big issue because people tend to think, okay, I'm in love, then now we are one, and then once he or she reached the conclusion that they became one, they decided to feel they have the right in other person's life because it became one part of their own life. And as I have the freedom and right to my own life, then I have the right to his life or her life.
Yes. I mean, you're exactly saying what is a big issue in a lot of relationships. The people have that they feel that it should be homogeneous. It should be one thing. So for them, it's either I introduce my opinion into this relationship and we think my way, or we think her or his way. And we have to decide on that. So there would be a lot of discussions and conflicts because each of them tries to convince the other that his opinion is the right one. And another thing that happens in relationships is that we want our partner to support our opinions. We feel closer to our partner when he is of the same opinion, or when he takes similar decisions to our decisions. And of course it is easier. Of course it's easier to be in a relationship with someone that is similar to us. We will also choose partners normally that are quite similar to us. But a big challenge is also to accept the differences and to make them something valuable in the relationship, because they're actually enriching the relationship more than being a problem.
Yeah, totally agree. But here, when now, I think when someone becomes a partner with someone, and he wants to make a decision about something, how do you think he should act according to the criteria you just said, like my personal rights and all these kind of things?
Mm-hmm. Could you give me an example of what you just said?
Well, let's say it like that. If I'm in a relationship with someone and I want to make a decision, like for example, I don't know, go this weekend somewhere. Well, how do you think it is my right to say, okay, I'm going this weekend somewhere, or should it be a discussion and we both have to agree on that?
Okay, that is a very good question. How would you yourself solve that situation?
Well, I think if I feel like going to the weekend somewhere alone, maybe, or with friends, maybe I should communicate it in a way that, okay, I need some time for myself or some time with my friends, and I would like to have this. But it's more like communicating, not asking for permission or something like that, I would say.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
I mean, it's not that I'm saying, honey, we are moving in a week somewhere else. And I would say, this is a decision that that really requires to first discuss it with your partner and say what the consequences, and if she or he agrees with that or not, or it would fit her, it comes to her benefit or her career or things like that. This is, of course, a big decision. And when someone goes in a relationship, before he goes into a relationship, he knows that this is a compromise he have to make to be in a relationship. Like, there are certain decisions that, if it has an impact on the partner, then the partner is definitely involved in it, or should be involved in it. But decisions that the partner is not going to affect him in any way, then I think it's more about understanding. Then it's more about communication and understanding. Of course, if it's just I'm going on the weekend with friends, or I'm going out with friends, or I don't know, I want to have 2 hours for myself to read a book, this I think you can decide and inform your partner about it. But for example, like what I said, moving or changing career, or I don't know, things that is going to have an impact on both of them, then it should be first discussed and agreed from both sides, I would say.
Yes, definitely. I think you brought it to the point. Like when your decision has a big impact on your partner, then of course it would be good to discuss the situation and find the most suitable solution for both of them. But if it's about daily activities or things we would like to do, then we can really make make use of our right to take our own decisions. And And if our partner likes us to be happy and is able to give us this freedom and doesn't have the need to like change us or make us like different things than the ones we like, then he will respect that and will be happy even to give us the space that we need at that moment.
Yeah, I think if he takes the space, then, or she takes the space, then it will have a good return on the relationship.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, so are there any other points that lies under respect?
Well, the last part of respect is the respect during communication that we already mentioned, and to give everybody the possibility to talk about his experiences, to express his feelings, and not to feel judged. This is also something we already mentioned in our last session, and it's actually very, very important.
Yeah, that's true. So you mentioned at the beginning respect and not lying.
Yeah, I did.
Why did you say it that way? Why do you think lying comes under respect?
Yeah, why is it related to respect?
Exactly.
Well, if someone lies to you, especially in a partnership, what is your feeling about that? How does that feel?
Well, of course you feel it's not a good feeling. There's definitely a reason behind that lie, but of course it's not. I mean, I would say I will not feel respected. That's true.
Yeah, exactly. So when someone lies to us, we get the feeling he's not respecting us, or we're not worthy enough or trustworthy enough to get the real information. And it has actually two impacts when someone is lying, direct impacts on the relationships, and they're very, very negative. So one of them is that one of the persons will feel this lack of respect. He will feel, okay, he's lying to me, so he's not respecting me. And on the other hand, he will feel, I cannot trust this person. And trust is very important for a relationship.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, a relationship without trust is not a relationship, I would say.
Yes. Do you think why do you think there are so much cases of relationships where people don't try to trust each other, where they try to really like do these things like control the mobiles, look up the emails, or they kind of thinking in a suspicious way of their partner? Why do you think that this is happening?
I think the issue is in the person himself. I mean, maybe he has lack of confidence. He has maybe some negative experience from before.
Yes, could be one option. Actually, there are two options. One is it is about the person itself. He really, like you say, had made some bad experiences and now is suspicious about a new partner, thinking that they're going to do similar things. Or on the other hand, it could also be that there really is a reason to not trust, or the partner is like or lying or hiding certain information. It doesn't even have to be really lying. It could also be that he maybe is a person who feels uncomfortable to share very personal information about his past or about things that he did. He doesn't want to talk about the mistakes he made. When we don't have this information in our relationship about our partner, then we have a big question mark of a lot of things, like how he is and how he would behave, and we directly get a lack of trust, even if we not discovered him lying, or he maybe is not even directly lying, but we feel that we don't know him.
I understand. Definitely. I mean, if once you get into the point and starting questioning and having this kind of question marks, then maybe you also start answering it by yourself. And,
Yeah, exactly. And our brain is so magical. It makes up all kind of scenarios, and they're always catastrophic.
yeah, that's true. Good. Is there anything you would like to add?
Well, to this topic, what I would like to add is that, I mean, what can we do about that? No? Like, I mean, it's easy to say we should not lie, but it's really about that. I mean, it's really about trying to open up to our partner, trying not to hide things that are moving us in our daily life and that are related to the past. Because when we open up to our partner, even about difficult topics, things that are uncomfortable for us to talk about, it will create a base of trust. It will create a bonding. Both of the partners will have the feeling that they are sharing intimacy and something special that no one else knows about them. And yeah, they create a special situation, a base for true communication, for true understanding, and there will not be any situation that is stress related because of not knowing what the partner is doing, or I have to control him or anything like that.
Mm. But let me ask you something.
Yes, sure.
Isn't lying a result to the right to express yourself? The lack of this? I mean, for example, if I'm in a relationship and then I was not lying, I started like saying everything, and then two things happened. The first would be not respecting the opinion I said or whatever the information I gave, in a way, a sarcastic way. And the other time was like, okay, I got really, really punished for saying this information. Wouldn't this lead to start hiding and lying so that I would not get first made fun of, and the second, this big punishment?
Yes. This is a very good scenario you're describing here, because actually we can see the first lack of respect leads to another lack of respect from the other side. Because of course, I mean, when you want to express your feelings and you get a negative answer to that, like someone is trying to make you ridiculous or is making fun of you or is not taking you seriously even, then this feels already like a lack of respect. So in your brain, subconsciously you think, this person is not respecting me. Why should I respect this person? So next time, to avoid this situation, to avoid this lack of respect, you yourself are causing a lack of respect to your partner too. And then it enters into a spiral of a vicious circle of lacking respect to each other. And it can reach points where we actually don't know each other anymore. Like we don't have a true communication. We're very jealous. We thinking that the partner is saying a different thing of what he really means or what he really wants to say, and it causes a lot of conflicts.
Yeah, totally agree. Well.
Okay, we're so serious today.
Kind of. Well, it's a very serious topic.
Well,
it's
definitely.
not an easy one. Well, this brings us actually to the end of our session. Would you like to say something to the audience?
Well, what can I say? I mean, respect each other is very important. Maybe I would like to summarize the personal rights that are also very very important, which is the right to say no. We have to respect that right, that everybody has the right to say no. Everybody has the right to express his own opinion and make his own decisions. Also, for example, to choose how or with whom he's going to spend time with. And we also have the right to express our feelings and our experiences. And on the other hand, try not to lie. I know this is difficult. Lying is like an easy escape in some situations, and of course, in some surroundings, like maybe a work environment or someone that you just know, like on a short notice, and it's not like a very important person to you. A quick lie about something in daily life is sometimes easier to get out of difficult situations, but really in a relationship where you are partners and where your base is trust, and you have to trust each other, and you need to open up and communicate. Really, it's not the time or the place for trying to hide behind a lie or trying to make something up or create things that are not true.
Well, Melanie, would you like to reveal our next topic to the audience?
Okay. I think we definitely should talk about jealousy. Okay. I think it's a topic that is present in many relationships, and it causes a lot of conflicts also. So I would like to share information about why are we jealous? Like, where is this coming from? What is the reason for that? And what can we do to, I would not say to avoid jealousy, but really to, if it's there, to reduce it or to work on that. So that's not having a negative impact on our relationships.
Great. I think also it would be very useful, and it's good connected to what we have discussed before.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Melanie, for your time, and
thank you, Ahmed.
Thank you, everyone. This was Melanie Grammar
and Ahmed Elkilany.
Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.